Hurricane Florence has made landfall in North Carolina, just a few miles south of Wilmington. It's a Category 1 with winds of 90 miles per hour and a pressure of 958 millibars as of 9 AM Eastern Time, September 14th. It's at 34.1, 77.9 degrees west. There it is, with its wind field and still a stage 6 on the CDPS, likely to cause catastrophic conditions. The storm has already caused several water rescues to be made in the Morehead City area as flash flooding takes a turn for the worse. 2 miles from Myrtle Grove, 9 from Wilmington, 64 from Myrtle Beach, 86 from Fayetteville, and 123 from Raleigh. The storm has caused severe impacts already, likely to easily eclipse the impacts of Hurricane Floyd in 1999, and these are the warnings that are still in effect, remaining the same mostly, except the storm surge watch north of Duck has been cancelled. That happened last night. These are the expected model run conditions over the next few days. You can see the storm continuing to move inland into the weekend, continuing off towards the west. We've pretty much got this nailed down now, we think. The storm's going to curve off towards the north eventually, and then off into the northeastern United States. This storm could still deliver copious amounts of rainfall even into Canada, as far as Toronto maybe. Other states in the US, Ohio, Indiana, Pennsylvania, could all see significant amounts of rainfall. Those were places that were affected by Gordon in the last week, and we'll still be watching this storm in the next few days as it moves inland. It's not going to weaken quickly, by the way, either. It is still a Category 1 and is likely to remain a hurricane for maybe another 6 hours before losing that status. Sea surface temperatures are pretty much irrelevant now because the storm is moving inland, but you can see there the winds will go away by the end of today probably. Still tropical storm force on Saturday maybe along the Myrtle Beach area, Wilmington area as well, and then the storm will move inland and there'll be nothing left of it by Sunday or Monday in terms of winds. And then as it moves off towards the Atlantic Canada region, it could develop into a massive extratropical cyclone as we go into the later part of the week, and that could affect Nova Scotia and Newfoundland. The chances of tropical storm force winds still look like this: 99% in Wilmington, 97% in Myrtle Beach, 94% in Cape Hatteras, 88% in Charleston, and 26% in Norfolk. Places inland still have a very high chance of tropical storm conditions as well, as far as Raleigh and Charlotte. Could be seeing tropical storm conditions soon, if not already, and very high amounts of rainfall. So it's a foregone conclusion now that the storm has made landfall and it's going to weaken from here on in. So we don't really need to look at that anymore. Wind shear is rising if the storm was still out there, and if it decides to pop back out into sea. You never know with this storm. That's going to get worse for the storm. And you can see the tracks there. You can actually see the H-Mon taking the storm's center into Canada, and some of the storms taking it over some of those Great Lakes as well, towards the northeast. So this is how it's been looking on the satellite imagery. The storm just about making landfall. It curved towards the southwest as it was doing so, you know, and it passed very close to Wilmington on its way in. But it did make landfall just to the south of Wilmington by about 8 or 9 miles, and is likely now to move in towards the west, at least we think so. Maybe it will move towards the southwest, might re-emerge over the sea near Myrtle Beach maybe. We'll see what happens, but for all intents and purposes this storm is on a weakening trend now, but the flooding remains catastrophic. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.com with the latest. You can also find our YouTube page. You're probably there already, but if not, subscribe if you haven't so far. You can also find our Facebook page, Force 13 all in text, and it's at Force 13 on Twitter if you'd like to get in touch with us on there. You can also help the project become even better by enjoying the benefits of patronage. You can find out more information about how to become a patron and what those benefits are at patreon.com/Force13. You can also view the Force 13 live feed on Hurricane Florence. It now enters its 7th day. youtube.com/Force13/live.